rise and soar, afraid no more. Ambitions high, dreams inside. Tonight we fly in strength and might, combined, unite, together a tribe. We'll show them how to live through glory and distress. And in this quest tonight, we'll lead a fearless fight. Heart and soul, we're brave and bold. A vision of hope, a foes that fall. We show them how to live through glory and distress. And in this quest tonight, we lead a fearless fight. We show them how to live through dark and stormy mist. And in this quest tonight, we lead a fearless fight. How to live through glory and distress. And in this quest tonight, we'll lead a fearless fight. We'll show them how to live through dark and stormy mist. And in this quest tonight, we'll lead a fearless fight.
Satya, do you still get that stomachache you did as a little girl when you ate too many sweets?
No, I don't anymore.
Why? Do you still pop those stomachache pills each time you binge?
No, I just control my sweet tooth, the real cause of my stomachache. Popping pills was just a silly coping mechanism.
Ah, see? It's the same with all your efforts to reduce CO2 emissions by promoting renewable sources and introducing green rating systems, carbon credits, etc. Because you were trying to cure only the effect, while the cause remains unaddressed. Satya, the cause. Humanity's attachment to a lifestyle and economy based on avoidable commuting, unnecessary conveyance and transport, reckless exploitation and wastage on a blind belief that there are abundant cheap sources of energy.
My mother's guru? Master? How did I get here? How is it that you're answering all my questions like you knew them?
Oh, I'm just doing my job, my beloved child. Just as you are so sincerely doing yours. Come, hurry. We have work to do. But before that, let me just give you a glimpse of heaven. Point 1. Preservation of nature and her marvelous biodiversity. You are right in making that your first task, Satya.
Ooh, beautiful.
Now, point 2. What if the world is divided according to watershed regions as they still have a distinct character? It makes the goal of attaining regional self-sufficiency naturally easier. The single most important factor for attaining this is sensible and efficient land use of that particular region. So Satya, listen carefully. When each watershed region integrally aspires for regional self-sufficiency with sufficient care for the long term in water, food, energy, assimilation of solid, liquid and gaseous wastes, and in bulk raw materials for construction and industry, together with conserving irreplaceable biodiversity, then land use planning becomes a real serious challenge. When humanity succeeds in this, together with conserving scarce resources, this will drastically reduce overall energy consumption world over.
You said it, Master.
That gets us to point 3.
Hey, isn't that my mother's village?
Yes, it is. Look at the traditional land use patterns and sustenance practices. See how lightly these settlements sit upon Mother Earth in terms of their scale, materials used, etc. There is a lot in tradition that can be of serious use to us as humanity formulates new solutions for a wholesome sustenance on Earth. See, what happens when humanity forgets old lessons? Whoa.
Oh.
Satya, let me reveal to you why your role now is very significant. Massive low interest rate foreign funds will flow into third world countries like India in the next 20 to 25 years. This can be both an opportunity or a complete destroyer, depending on how your leaders plan its utilization. Huge rural to urban, peri-urban migration is expected in these countries during this period, resulting in complete redesign of settlement patterns. Not to worry, Satya. Let's rearrange a few things. In the still pristine rural regions, food and natural resource base from agriculture fields, plantations, etc. are to be conserved. Here, scientific principles of organic, ecology-sensitive farming will replace energy and artificial resource-intense methods. Sensitive, efficient land use planning here would mean defining relevant regional modules for self-sufficiency in water, energy, raw material resources, food and assimilation of wastes. Comprehensive zoning and FSI-FAR regulations with very light building footprints, predominantly G+1 buildings. Consequently, well-designed villages, agricultural communities, and self-sufficient rural institutional campuses. All buildings here can aspire to make optimum use of locally available bulk materials and renewable sources of energy, are bioclimatically designed, and can attempt a fusion of vernacular and contemporary crafted ambience. Total water management and decentralized waste management become very important. Even well-designed renewable buildings making use of material like bamboo, mud, thatch, local grass, etc. become relevant in certain contexts. Such well-designed, self-sufficient rural communities with efficient connectivity to nearby towns could in fact become incentives to minimize migration and even encourage reverse migration. In peri-urban regions, which are often most affected by migration as well as impact of growth, to reduce sprawl in commuting, conveyance and transport, newly designed market towns, industrial towns, etc. can have fully pedestrianized, mixed-use, walkable cores of 50 to 75 acres with low-rise, high-density settlements. In case of townships needing to accommodate still higher population, this central core can have high rise and high density too. But care is to be given that the infrastructure self-sufficiency for this high-density population is taken as a part and parcel of the budget for this township and in the immediate vicinity itself. And also that the extra energy and material consumption for high-rise buildings is justified when compared to the road and infrastructure needed, commuting and land use optimized, while choosing not to spread out buildings.
But what about existing sprawls?
High-rise, high-density, mixed-use pedestrianized core of up to 75 acres, accommodating a population of 15,000 to 25,000 people can be used as a tool to densify all our degenerating and energy-guzzling cities and suburbs. Builders can be allowed to develop such cores in chosen location by local bodies. In return for improving water supply, sanitation, mass transit commuting corridors, weaker section housing, etc. for an urban region, a network of such pedestrianized cores connected by mass transit systems can still salvage land use of our presently out-of-control urban sprawls. High-rise buildings and high FSI areas should be allowed only under such conditions and for such purposes.
Master, your solution boils down to integrated land use planning. But land-based resources are today in the hands of a very few people. Not just land holdings, monetary resources, technology, technical and managerial skills too. But these few may not cooperate, Master. Even some countries have tried to force the space of necessary change through tough policies and often high-handed top-heavy measures. But these have backfired or just failed. I'm concerned for the common man, for our young. I do not want them to turn to violence or become bitter and cynical. Will we ever succeed in achieving the cooperation required for our collective sustenance?
Look again, Satya.
Hey friend, don't you falter. Hey friend, don't you falter. Hey friend, don't you falter. When some sort of folks murder. Hey friend, don't you falter. Hey friend, don't you falter. Hey friend, don't you falter. When some sort of folks murder. Tell them shut your trap. 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 When all you're trying to tell them is, hey, how to cut the crop. When all you're trying to tell them is, hey, how to cut the crop. All those walls that stand between all beings and their dreams are simply living out their life on earth with a little bit of peace and positivity. Yo, sometimes it takes a little more persuasion than some folks to see the situation. Yeah, we are the new heroes, and we are wholly determined that word in measuring currency. But how much man have we worked? Also tenderly picking the green again and having fun, sharing, caring for everyone, singing songs of love beneath these gentle trees. Oh peace, oh peace, oh bless. Hey friend, don't you falter. Hey friend, don't you falter. Hey friend, don't you falter. When some sort of folks murder. Hey friend, don't you falter. Hey friend, don't you falter. Hey friend, don't you falter. When some sort of folks murder.
My lessons to you in a nutshell. For a fair, just and sustainable future for all. 1. Work out a strategy that encourages progressive social enterprise. 2. Do this together with sensitive, patient, completely digitized, participatory, democratic land use planning. 3. Ensure both are happening simultaneously at micro level and at regional level. And 4, of course, I know that you will see to its sensitive implementation. With natural instinct for nurturing and care, perhaps your women colleagues are better equipped to help become this change. And through them and you, the next generation will live this change. Go Satya. Victory is yours.